My name's Adam Phillips and this is Swimming with De Mauser.
Adam, tell us what we're doing today then, mate.
Gareth, this morning we're going to meet my swim coach, Giovanna Richards, also known as G. She's apparently she's one of the best open water coaches out there, mate. She does all the she's got letters behind her name and everything. It looks proper good. But she swims something called Swim Smooth, which is what all the GB triathletes, the techniques that they use, and she's been selected out of, I don't know, God knows how many coaches to teach this program and all this kind of stuff. So I'm in safe hands, mate. So it should be good.
And I hear that she's going to discuss about, obviously we're in a pub.
We are.
She may be talking a bit about alcohol and nutrition, mate.
Alcohol and nutrition, yes, definitely. I mean, personally, I'm sitting there thinking, bit of a tie around your waist, tyre, buoyancy. It's got to be a good thing, mate. Lots of beer, lots of pork pies, which should be fine. It's not a problem.
Sink or swim, as they say, mate.
Sink or swim. I think I could be. I think I could be in for something else somehow, though. But we'll wait and see what she says, mate. She knows what she's doing. So yeah, we'll go for it, mate.
If we're looking at doing a marathon swim, which a 10k is, and I keep saying that, but you mustn't underestimate what you've taken on.
Yeah.
So 10k for a lot of people to run is a big deal, never mind about being face down in the water for a few hours. So food and nutrition is really important, and also hydration is key to being successful for a swim of that length, especially as you're doing it in a wetsuit. So your home and your business is a pub.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing probably that you have quite a social life.
Yes, very.
And you probably like to partake.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
of the golden nectar now and then.
I do. Yeah, too much. Yeah, unfortunately. But there we go. It's an occupational hazard.
Okay.
But obviously, I've got to socialise with my customers.
You do.
Yeah.
But there's no harm in socialising with your customers and drinking maybe orange juice instead of alcohol, because seriously, when you're taking on alcohol, there's some after effects it has on you as a swimmer.
Yeah. So
the one thing you've noticed, and I think you've noticed it before, is that you've got into the water after drinking and you felt colder.
Yeah.
Alcohol actually lowers your ability to acclimatise in water, so you'll actually always feel colder after you've drunk alcohol the night before, and that's a fact. Okay? The other thing about alcohol is it dehydrates you. Now you're training today, in my car it says 28 degrees. You're just about to put on a rubber suit and get into water that's about 18 degrees and swim for a length of time. When you swim, you use every muscle in your body. When you use every muscle in your body, you're going to sweat.
Right.
Add on a rubber suit, 28 degrees and 18 degree water, okay, you've got the potential for a big dehydration issue.
Or a party.
Yeah, if that's what floats your boat, Adam, then you crack on. However, we're not talking about a party, we're talking about a marathon swim. So you always need to make sure really that 24 to 48 hours before you get in the water and train, you're in tip-top condition and that you're well hydrated. And that doesn't mean having 8 pints of beer. It could mean having 8 pints of water, which is a better way of hydrating.
Is this going to help with the cramp? Because
So cramp, a lot of my swimmers have cramp, and a lot of the time it's caused by a lack of electrolytes in the body, dehydration again. Alcohol's not helping with your hydration, so you're already in a dehydrated state if you've been drinking alcohol. So you're more likely, especially in this heat and in a wetsuit, to get cramp.
Okay.
So I would advise that you drink plenty of water. You need to be drinking about 2 litres a day. And before you come for a swim,
with beer or without beer? Just on it.
Why don't you do half and half? Actually, no, I'm not encouraging you to drink 2 litres of beer and 2 litres of water. Maybe, especially before the Dart 10k, I need you to be clean for the whole week before. I mean, I don't mean clean your teeth and wash your face. I mean you to be clean in your diet and your drinking. Because people often night before.
How long for?
A week.
A week.
Yeah. And I
Can we
mean,
make
it
a note
quite,
of this, Gareth, a week.
that's
We can
7
maybe get
days, not 7
Get some
hours.
counselling or something like that on the build up towards my week of without alcohol. Yeah?
I'll drink it for you, mate.
Okay, lovely. Cheers, mate.
I'll come and I'll make sure I'll be in your pub every single night watching you. So people often think that it's really important the night before to carb up and drink loads of fluid. Okay, that's fine, but actually you need to start the week before for something like a 10k swim. So you need to be really well hydrated, and that does mean starting a few days before, and that does mean cutting out
Here's
alcohol.
one I've prepared earlier.
Yeah, it's not vodka, right?
No, it's
So a bigger bottle would be good. And I also would encourage you to buy some High Five Zeros. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. They're just something that I think are good. They're no calorie, and they're full of electrolytes. That's going to help you with your cramp issue, and it's going to help you stay really hydrated with all the electrolytes and minerals that you need. And the other thing that's really good, Adam, is coconut water. That's a really natural hydration drink. I do drink coconut water after long training sessions, and it really replenishes the body. So you really need to take it seriously. Because my first 10k swim, I cried at the end. I was so exhausted. Yeah, it was super hard. I don't ever cry, but it made me cry. It was that hard, yeah. So please don't underestimate. Your body needs to be a temple. Step away from the beer.
Away from the beer.
Yeah, drink the clear stuff,
Yeah.
tea, and eat really well. I know you'll do it because, you know, there's no option is not a failure here. A failure is not an option. But you do need to do it comfortably, and to do that you've got to work.
So how many sessions in the pool do you reckon a week?
You know, you should be swimming 6 times a week.
6 times a week.
Yeah. For longer than 40 minutes, at least 40 minutes plus.
Right, okay. Oh god! It's
It's-
work to do or not?
Yeah, it's tough, but the thing is, you've already told me that you're unfit.
Yeah.
So if you can look after yourself well, you'll feel better when you're training.
Definitely.
And that's the truth.
So we
of
need to be
the
in the
matter.
water 6 times a week, man.
To be honest, at this stage, yes, you do.